I don't remember that night at all. What I've heard is that a little wallaby jumped onto the road and I stupidly swerved instead of hitting it and lost control, went straight into a tree.
It was a pretty weird time, like, I know, personally I guess it was like, yeah, Jacob being one of our best mates, you know, it was a pretty sad time, everyone was pretty down, and yeah, and as for professionally, I don't know, we didn't really jam for like a couple months after really, just had a bit of a break, all did our own stuff, like, we all kept playing, but just, yeah, not so much together, we still, you know, caught up and all that, but yeah, it was a weird time.
Yeah, it was just, we went from like doing at least 2 band practices a week, and then doing like a show like every weekend or every second weekend, and then we just, all that stopped, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, whoa. And it's just a bit of a dent, you're like, oh fuck. Yeah, basically we're coming home from a gig, and Jacob was driving, and we were coming from this angle over here, and we're like, fuck yeah, cool, awesome. And then there was a wallaby or some shit jumped out, and like right in front of him, Jacob swerved to miss it, and then we came across the road, came through here. I think we must have hit something here first, and then went boom boom, and hit the side where Jacob was standing. So the side of the car Jacob was standing, and like, or sitting, not standing, you don't stand when you drive, what the fuck. But basically, yeah, pretty much hit Jacob's side of the car, and yeah, Woods looked over to him, because I was in the passenger seat, looked over at him, and he was like, there's blood coming out of his nose and shit, you know. These cunts are laughing at me like, what the fuck's he doing with the phone? I'm trying to tell the story, alright? The right hand side of the car hit this tree on the side here, one of these trees, and that's what caved in the side of the car. And it was only on the right hand side, actually, yeah, fuck yeah, there's like silver paint and shit. So yeah, it was this tree. Like you can see all that shit. There's glass in there. That stuff. But yeah, so I guess that's a tree.
Yeah, that went like straight into my head. My brain started bleeding, so I had to cut out a bit of my skull to like relieve the pressure. So I had like a dinted head for like 3 months. That's alright.
Well, they had to wait for the swelling to go down before they could start.
Oh yeah, just like give it time.
But yeah, the right side hit, so it was only the right side that was damaged, and that's Jacob was the only person who was injured because it hit on the right side, and he must have just hit his head on the side of the car or onto this or something. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what did it. And then yeah, that's it basically. That was the crash, and then we just straight away called the ambulance and shit. And in no time he was over at the hospital. Wait, look, that's the door handle. It's the door handle.
Yeah, crazy.
Shit. Cool. I'm keeping it.
My left arm lost like all coordination, so just working on that and had to pretty much learn how to walk again and like speak again and well, play drums again pretty much. Like I'm slowly getting. I'm slowly remembering how to play like the old songs. All my hand is like, yeah, just jamming just so I can get like the feel back and all that jazz.
And so where are you up to about now? You pretty much...
I've definitely improved, but like I've still got a long way to go. Definitely.
And it doesn't help that Fat Susan songs are like fucking impossible to play on drums. So,
Yeah.
like when he wrote them.
It will influence us and like change us, and or already has. Well, it's changed me, that's for sure. I don't know. I feel it's gonna like influence our music and like change it a little bit, but like, well, it's mainly me, I suppose. I mean, like they're the same, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it basically came from like not being able to do anything, like talking was a big one, like with the tracking, because he was trying so hard to
Yeah.
tell you something and you just couldn't understand him, and writing wasn't really a possibility.
The first time he got wheeled out of the ICU room, like he was still sort of out. And like we went out on the balcony and that was the first time like he'd ever seen sun, and like I don't know, we had this little CD player and we were playing like Peter Tosh, and then we put on Black Sabbath and like the drum solo to War Pigs came on, and Jacob just like he just lifted up his arms and started making drum movements, and he had this little like stress ball chicken and he was squeezing.
That was fun.
Yeah, it's like
Every day, like he went and saw him, he just improved. So it was like there were heaps of significant moments, I guess. It was like, yeah, coming from nothing to where he is now, it's just awesome.
I remember we said as well, we're like, I'm not going to do this without Jacob. Like, Fat Susan is Fat Susan.
Yeah, that was really the only decision
Yeah,
we
and this
made.
is like, yeah. And we're going to keep, like we said, we'll keep it going as well. So it's not going to stop. I think it definitely made us closer. Like, all our close friends, we just all came together, and like the band came together really strong. And yeah, I think it brought everyone together, and it's really good. And I think we're all working together. It's not just like, oh, all right, Jacob, you're fucking on your own. Like, we're working with them, we're all working together. It's good.
overall it's been like we can pull so many positives from the whole thing that it's awesome.
It's
So,
positive that we still have Jacob as well.
yeah, obviously, like, none of us
So,
are dead, so
yeah,
it's awesome.
obviously that's a positive thing.
I think it's something that we all accepted totally at first, and like it's always just been like the whole what doesn't kill you makes you stronger thing. So like we just got to take all the positives that we can out of it and like just smash it out, because we're going to be so much stronger when we're back being through all this. Like it's just lucky that nobody's dead really. Like it's pretty sweet. So I'm happy.
In a year's time, you'd say definitely want to be gigging again and, you know, be working towards that EP. I think that's our main goal at the moment. We're just working towards getting better, you know. The more we practice, quicker it's going to happen.
I want Fat Susan to be like ultimate party band, like everyone having as much fun as possible. Play with some bigger bands, like some of our influences and stuff. That'd be awesome. Feel like luckier that I can play the music I love with my friends rather than, you know, not, because I was so close to like becoming a quadriplegic. Like I'm just so happy, like, well now I appreciate it so much more, and like it makes me want to make the most of it, I suppose.